Muhammad Ali is hitting back at Donald Trump regarding his most recent offensive remarks towards Muslim Americans. Here's where this Trump-Muhammad Ali beef all started, Mark. You remember President Obama's address to the nation on Sunday, right, regarding the San Bernardino attacks. Okay, so here's what Obama said in his closing statements. He said, Muslim Americans are our friends and our neighbors, our co-workers, our sports heroes, and yes, they are our men and women in uniform who are willing to die in defense of our country. We have to remember that. Very good point. I think that was clearly aimed at towards some of the people like Donald Trump, who are running for president, saying very offensive things. So Donald Trump obviously sees that was directed towards him, and he really grabs that one part where he said they are our sports heroes, and then tweets this, kind of saying, you know, what sports heroes are you talking about? He says, Obama said in his speech that Muslims are sports heroes. What sports is he talking about, and who is Obama profiling? So kind of sarcastically saying something along the lines of, well, what Muslim sports heroes are you talking about?
Yeah, Muslims don't play sports.
No,
what are you talking about? They can't touch a pigskin. What are you talking about? This is just him. He has no filter. He just puts it out. So thankfully, though, Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest athletes of all time and one of the greatest American athletes of all time.
Not the greatest.
Came out and did the rope-a-dope on him.
Yeah.
Thought it was coming from here, it was coming from there.
Right, and he clearly didn't think this through before tweeting that. I have a quote from Muhammad Ali. Now, he goes back and he hits back at Trump, but he doesn't mention him specifically. He's very responsible about what he says. Here's what Muhammad Ali had to say. I'm a Muslim, and there's nothing Islamic about killing innocent people in Paris, San Bernardino, or anywhere else in the world. True Muslims know that the ruthless violence of so-called Islamic jihadists goes against the very tenets of our religion. I believe that our political leaders should use their position to bring understanding about the religion of Islam and clarify that these misguided murders have perverted people's views on what Islam really is.
Booyah.
Nicely worded. Again, he doesn't mention Trump clearly, specifically, but he's clearly, you know, he wouldn't have come out and said this until Trump came out and kind of brought sports into this and ran with the whole sports thing.
If you're somebody of the stature of Muhammad Ali and you've achieved that level of fame and success, and then somebody like Donald Trump says, what Muslim athletes is he talking about?
Yeah.
You're like, excuse me, this one. You know, he competed for the United States in the Olympics, brought home gold for that, and then became the greatest boxer. He's the greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah, I mean, and then we have other Muslims, like possibly the greatest Laker of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, Muhammad Ali coming out, you know, it's funny because, you know, he's never been known as somebody who's necessarily been politically correct either throughout the years. But what Trump is saying is just kind of way too much. So, I mean, this is what we're talking about here. When Donald Trump puts every Muslim into one category, a negative category, calling them, you know, dangerous, a threat to this nation. I mean, we're talking about a religion with more than 1 billion people practicing. When you do something like that, now you look like the extremists, not the Muslims.